It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo. My yegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo. My yegun don't come, oh, yo. Man of the masses, Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun diary, diary politico. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. àní ẹ̀ sọ́ra jù. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ àní ẹ̀ sọ́ra jù. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o àní ẹ̀ sọ́ra jù.
Hello there, brethren. So you're welcome back. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And a very good evening to you. Or maybe a good midnight to you as well, for those who are watching us very late. This is Mayegun live. So thank you very much to those of you who have joined us. I just want to implore you to please like, share the broadcast, okay? After reading the caption of the broadcast, the description of the broadcast, YouTube is kind of like a crazy right now, but you can make it better by ensuring that those of you who got the notifications and joined, you don't just join, okay? So share it. Tonight, as the caption of the broadcast self-described, right? It is the ongoing trend among the Gen Zs concerning their 2027 elections, as it is already going mainstream. Tinubu and his gang, they are not leaving any stone unturned. And so is Obi and other guys talking about a coalition. Peter Obi's movement, or should I say Peter Obi's, what do you call it? Like a whirlwind that passed through the political space of Nigeria, still kind of like is shocking to some, political experts, as they will say, to describe how did it become such a huge phenomenon, especially among the young people. There are those who have the answers, and that is not just what we want to delve into tonight. Okay, so these Gen Zs, most of them who are going to be voting for the first time, as the older adult, like the older generation, have become weary of their charade that they call election in Nigeria, when most are pretty much no longer interested, and others are also losing interest because of the compromised umpire, as well as the corrupt system, judiciary, all of them all combined. So a lot of us have considered it as a waste of time. So therefore, those of you who are going to be watching this, you are likely going to be coming from that demography, and you are likely going to be seeing them from that, or viewing them from that same lens, the lens of, oh, look at them, they are so naive. You get what I mean? The real thing to be done is this, not elections. This is for the adults, you will say. However, they are becoming one too, as they have been seeing their own parents, uncles, struggle day in, day out. And most of them these days have their own smartphones, meaning they are not just making TikTok videos about dancing or any trending what have you. You now have on your hand a generation that is becoming politically aware. I use the word becoming, because between now and that year 2027, you may have a huge, well, not you, Tinubu and his gang, or the establishment generally, they may have a very huge problems on their hands. A lot of people are fed up with the entire system, and how these criminals are ruining the contraption. Majority of them, all right, especially the young people, like I said, they watch their own parents, they watch their guardians, they watch their own uncles, aunties, struggle. Hardworking people, but could barely get by. And they themselves are kind of like being politically aware now, right? They can tell in that their mind that a change of leadership, or a better leadership will likely put things better as young as they are, rather than saddle themselves with other pretty much like a frivolities. The criminals who have ruined Nigeria and still ruining Nigeria, they may not be aware of this, right? But it is manifesting. They have slowly created a system that has radicalized a generation. And what they can do, right, or what they will do, nobody can genuinely or correctly predict, especially now that they are aware that indeed the election system is rigged, the election system is fraudulent, and it is a pure waste of time. They heard their own parents say all of that. They heard their own, family members and others, even neighbors, say all these things. But somehow, right, they have taken it upon themselves to start their own mobilization within their own generation to utilize their number. And fair enough, it is reported that Nigeria's population is somewhere around 220 million. We don't have the facts, but there's no proof of that. But let's work with that number. It is also said that 70% of that population are young people who are between the ages of 0 and 35, meaning it is a country of the huge population of young people. If half of them become so much like a politically aware, right? That's the time bomb on your hands. And it's a two-way thing, meaning if according to what they themselves are aware of, right? If they genuinely have their own counter action towards rigging, violence, and the rest of that, with their numbers, they can neutralize any sponsored violence during elections. And they are aware. They seem to be aware now. I'll show you. They've started their own campaign, and their campaign is about telling their peers to go and get their voters card. They are first-time voters. And that's going to be like some millions there too. So they are going to make the work of Tinubu and his gang harder. In fact, that is what I'm saying. Will they be able to force the hand of the establishment to find it difficult to rig them? Maybe. But again, those of you who are like older people, I kindly plead with you to not see or listen to them or watch them, by the way, through the lens of your own experience. I understand that experience, they say, is the best teacher. And life is a teacher as well. They say the more you live, the more you learn, right? Well, I want you to pay attention to their messages and how they are all repeating themselves in a way that you can tell they want that particular message for the particular demography. And with this day, in this day and time of social media and the internet, you have no idea how massive that can be. Genuinely, it's trending. I don't know how many of you have seen them. I have a couple of their clips here. Let's start with that. The Gen Z who says they are for Obi for the year 2027.
Listen up, Nigerians. This is not politics. This is Peter Obi or not. First-time voter. This is our time. If you're a first-time voter, your voice matters a lot. Let us vote for a future we believe in. As a student, I've watched my friends graduate into unemployment. It is so scary. But then, I heard Peter Obi talk about creating job opportunities and education for us. Let us vote a man whose hands are clean, a man who sees us as a solution, not a problem. What do we want? Peter Obi. When do we want him? 2027. Why do we want him? We want him for a better future. If you have your PVC, use it. If you don't have, get it now. This election is our chance to take back the future.
Good day, Nigerians. In this 2027 election, let's be honest, it's Peter Obi or nothing, period. Any coalition or political party that is serious about defeating this current administration, that truly wants to take down Tinubu's structure, must think Peter Obi first. Give him the ticket or just forget about it. Because if it's not Obi, the movement is dead on arrival. He is the only one with organic support. People show up for Obi, not because of his money, but because of what he stands for: commitment, credibility, integrity, and vision. Me, I just turned 19, and I'm a first-time voter. I'm registering for my PVC because of him. No Nigerian politician has ever made me believe in the system except him. A man that has consistently shown commitment in the lives of young people. A man of character, results, and serious purpose. So if you're building a coalition and Peter Obi is not leading it, I beg, no waste our time, because it is simple. At the end of the day, it's Peter Obi or nothing. Period.
Hi, I'm a first-time voter. I'm a member of the Gen Z for Peter Obi, and I'll be voting for Peter Obi 2027 as the president of Nigeria because he can take Nigeria forward from consumption to production. He invests in young people. He loves young people, and as a young girl, my future can only be saved with Peter Obi as president. Nigeria is tired of breaking promises. We need a leader who listens, plans, and delivers. Peter Obi is not like the rest. He improves schools, healthcare, and pays salaries on time. No drama, no waste, just results. If we want real change, not just words. Vote Peter Obi. Vote hope. Vote a new Nigeria. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm a first-time voter for Peter Obi, and I'll be voting Peter Obi 2027 because I know he's capable to make Nigeria a better place. He's a man of integrity, and he's going to do whatever he promised. So guys, vote him. Thank you. Gen Z for Peter Obi. Poor.
Hi guys, my name is Princess. I'm a first-time voter, and I'm going to be voting for Peter Obi in this upcoming election. I believe that he is more than capable to handle the affairs of the country and make Nigeria a better place.
Hi guys, I'm a member of the Gen Z for Peter Obi, and I'll be voting Peter Obi for the 2027 election because he's competent and he's able to make Nigeria a better place. I'm also voting because I want to secure my future as a Gen Z.
PVC registration don't start though. If you say they don't already write the election result, get your PVC first. If you say they don't already rig the election, get your PVC first. If you say INEC no go allow our vote count, get your PVC first. If you say Nigeria no feel better, my brother and sister, no conclude, get your PVC first. Anyhow you feel we get our PVC for hand, then we come together, go defend our vote. PVC registration don't start. Go register for your PVC. In fact, carry everybody, make them go register. Me as a first-time voter, I don't register. I know they waste time. Our vote now our voice, and our voice must be heard. It better me you get them, say you no need them, than for you to need them, say you no get them. Get your PVC.
You feel say they don't already write election result. First get your PVC. You feel say they don't already rig election. First get your PVC. You feel say INEC no go allow our vote count. First get your PVC. You feel say this country no go better. First get your PVC. Anyhow way you feel get your PVC for hand. Then come together, make we defend our votes. Our votes na our voice. Stay safe.
Hi everyone.
Right. Again, like I said, they are young and they are not stupid. As someone who have sort of like witnessed about 4, 5, or I've been witnessing the election since 1999. And I didn't cast my vote, my first vote, until 2003. Because I think that was around the time I turned 18 or 19. Right? And then I have been participating in their charade since then. So from experience, when you're talking about rigging, somebody like me would tell a Gen Z, a young person, not to waste his or her time, because at the end of the day, this is what it's going to be like from my experience. And I will likely be right or even wrong, because from my own experience as well, there's something I figured out. As corrupt as the system is, there are areas, there have been instances where the establishment concluded on how the election will go. And surprisingly, surprisingly for them, people actually turned up. So rigging or no rigging that we are talking about, right? You need voters' apathy. Voters' apathy is when people are not interested. You get that now? Oh, it's a waste of time. And those who showed up are just there for commercial, transactional voters. Pay me if you want me to vote. But in areas where people actually overwhelmingly turned up, it's been proven many times that it's been very difficult for them to turn the tide. So from our own experience, it is a pure waste of time when you don't have a proper constitution that gives the umpire that conducts election its independence for real. A constitution that chooses who leads the empire or participates in your election through a rigorous screening and exercise that they have to present themselves to the public before they could become the head of the empire. Something like that. A place where a constitution that doesn't give the power to choose and dismiss who becomes the INEC chairman, that will be the beginning. Then an electoral reform. Electoral reform includes how you want your election to be conducted, for how long, and when should it end, and when should the result be announced, and all that stuff. What is the punishment for those who participate in electoral malpractices, rigging, or disruption of elections? All those things listed, starting with your constitution to your... Do you understand? But it can't be like, say, Omo, we are asking these rogues to commit, what do you call it? To kill themselves when you ask them to do the right thing. It's like saying, kill yourself. And it's actually crazy, right? I'm sorry, this is a little bit of a digression. I don't know. I'm somebody who pays attention to details, right? So here is something, right? On my screen, what I have on my studio screen is quite cooler when the camera is facing me like this, right? It's cooler, it's calmer than having half of my face so bright. It's crazy. See, my face is not like half bright, half dark, like a shadow. It's crazy what the settings for your camera and the lighting can do to the quality of the picture. But we'll go manager, right? So let's continue. So these young people, they have the number, and somehow they are interested. That is a plus. Now, would they be able to be guided by those who they are like going to be on the side of? Guided in the sense that this and this are what you have to do. And honestly speaking, right, sometimes when we have this kind of conversation, it is sometimes like trying to jump the gun. That's why it sounds to some of these guys back in that contraption, when you're like, why can't they just do it like this or put it like this and all of that? But it's like jumping the gun, because there are few information that can share, right? Which I picked up out there. This their obedient movement that you had in 2022, 2023, the one they have now is a far, far, far better organized and more kind of like a grounded one that they continue to build on. They are working on not only to register as many people as possible. I mean, all these people who are getting voters card. So they are putting up, what do you call it? They are putting up a kind of like a documentation, so to say, right? Building a support base, which is with a verified support base. So if you look at them and they say, oh, we currently have 10 million. What they are building behind the scene right now, as we're watching this, includes people who have this voters card, right? Who can say, I have mine now. Then you register, you become their member. So automatically they can tell where do they have their members, which local government, which ward, which state, and sure you get. Now they have the data they can work with compared to what they had back then. So they have this data of ensuring that they know what it takes to have their people everywhere now. They are kind of like building, and they are not really saying much out there, except when they make all those announcements. Please sign up here, please join here, get your confirmation, this and that. That one is going behind the scene. So if they already have these young people, the first-time voters, already attracted to them, so that means before you know it, they can build a database. That's the word I was looking for. A database that could be up to 30, 40 million supporters. And that's going to be a problem. When I say it's going to be a problem, what I mean by that is, it simply means these other establishments, right? They will have to spend more on everything, whether they have to bribe the INEC officials more or bribe the people, the voters more. They would have to bribe more, and they're going to get far less results. So if the results that they finally put up is so below the overwhelming figures of these young people that are going to besiege your voting centers, then they're going to have a problem of pushing that through. Do you understand? Because now their obedient movement, they are building a sort of, like I said, a database whereby they are going to be having their own live feed from every corner of Nigeria, like INEC too. So if their pledge of rig and die, rig this and that and all of that, if that eventually comes to play, they are not going to lack the number. That's the point I'm making. They can shut down the entire country. And I know that is the part you're like, nothing will happen. I like that. Because that's the reason why I want Tinubu and the gang to continue to believe that nothing will happen. That's what will make it sweeter. Because one of the two things will happen. Tinubu will rig. They will shut Nigeria down. It will become so unbearable enough that Tinubu and the gang, they will run away from Nigeria. That's one thing you believe that, it will never happen. Okay? Or Tinubu will succumb. Or the other one, nothing will happen. You see, I still put it as part of the options now, 3. So either of the 3 would happen. But if any of the first 2 should happen, even those of you who have been waiting for what you call the revolution, you are going to have your own reasons handed to you. Reasons why you have to be part of the revolution now. Right? Okay, let's see the other part. There is more.
Hi everyone, I'm a first-time voter and I'm also a member of Gen Z for Peter Obi. Do you know that online registration for PVC starts on the 18th of August 2025? Do you think your vote does not count? Get your PVC first. Do you think Nigeria would not become a better place? Get your PVC first. Do you think that the election has already been rigged? Get your PVC first. Do you think that the results are already written and waiting for the election day to be out? Get your PVC first. Do you think Nigeria would not become a better place? Get your PVC first. Get your PVC at hand. Our vote is our voice. Peter Obi is back again and Nigeria must be a better place. Thank you.
Your mind already tell you said them during election. First get your PVC. So as it be like this, your mind tell you say and it no go fit count your vote. First get your PVC. Wait to so as everywhere bad rich like this, you feel say Nigeria no go fit ever better. First get your PVC. So as it be like this, your mind tell you say and it no go fit count your vote. First get your PVC. Una still dey here. PVC registration don't start to go register. Anyhow way they feel first get your PVC. Then we could join and defend our votes. My vote, I be my voice. Peter Obi don't come. Nigeria goes better. You feel safe.
Ta-da! Hi guys. Have you heard that the PVC registration is starting on the 18th of this month? I guess you've not heard, but I've told you now. You better go and get your vote. If you say INEC don't already go rig this election, get your PVC. If you say they don't already bring out election results, get your PVC. Your PVC is your power. Without your PVC, you can't vote. And as for me, I'm a first-time voter. I'm a member of the Gen Z for obedience. And guess who I'm voting for? I'm voting for Peter Obi. You guys, I'm not voting for Peter Obi because of popularity, peer pressure. I'm voting for Peter Obi because I believe and I know he's a man of integrity. He's a man that is going to change Nigeria from the way it is now to a better position. Look at some Nigerians. We barely eat 3 times a day. We are the leaders of tomorrow. You better secure a bright future for yourself and your future kids. Have a nice rest and good night.
My brother and sister, I don't bring good news. Oh, Yori wants. How many of you don't hear what they call PVC? My brothers and sister, if you never hear what they call PVC, now why I do you make a enlighten you what they call PVC? PVC now our permanent voters card. You hear me so? Now permanent voters card, no be temporary one. Permanent Obonge voters card. That card now the only card will enable you vote for election day. So all of them way they say, oh, PVC not important. My dear sister, it is important too. Or you go there for your house, they feel say maybe they already write the people will go win this election. Nah lie. Make sure you get your PVC. Or you go feel say maybe they already will rig this election like the way they rig them before. Nah lie yo, they never rig them. Make sure your PVC in your hand. Or you go say, hey, Nigeria can become a better country. Nigeria can become a better country if only your PVC in your hand. Or anything you go do for your house, they assume. Anything you won't feel, anyhow you won't feel. Make sure your PVC in your hand. Come, make we gotta go defend our vote. As for me, maybe first time voter, see my PVC. I don't first you go get my PVC. So I know they make it there for your house, just the assume thing. Make sure your PVC there for your hand. And make we go gather, go vote. Remember that word where they talk say our voice now, our vote now, our voice. Abi you know hear abi you know. Now why I dare make I tell you, our vote. Now our voice. So if you know vote, we not go get voice again. So I tell you, make you go get them home, or you better say make you get them. Then you no need them. Now when you need them, you no get them. The choice now your choice. So I know say you go choose the better choice. Get your PVC today. Remember, our vote, now our voice. Thank you.
You feel they already write election results? Get your PVC first. You feel they already rigged the election? Get your PVC first. You feel say INEC no go allow our votes count? Get your PVC first. You feel say this country no go fit better? Get your PVC first. Any hour you feel them, get your PVC for hand. Then we go come together, defend our votes. PVC registration don't start. Go get your PVC registration. Our votes na our voice. This country must better. Remember, it's better having it and not needing it than needing it and not having it. Go get your PVC.
Hi everyone.
Like I said, those of you who are the older generation, you are looking at them and you can almost like have your crawling skin of their naivety, the way you feel. I told you not to feel like that. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. I remember how long it took me to just call your attentions to what was building up at the time. when they started this their obedient movement in 2022. I was there almost every night back then, just to call your attention to something is building up. Something is building up. And they said it was just social media noise. Then they came around to disrupt the entire political space in 7 months. So the point here is not whether you agree with them or not. That's not the point. The point is when things like these are building up, you cannot estimate how far it's going to go and how deep it is going to also go. Experience, they say, is best teacher. And from the experience that many of you watching this broadcast should have heard about their, this obedient, Obi and the obedient, should tell you that you shouldn't kind of like let emotion somehow ride or override what is right before you. Now, I am not saying you can be wrong. I'm not even saying anyone is wrong. I am only letting you see that whatever it is that you knew about them, add this to it. And it is a number that will continue to shake the rotten, political system of that contraption. Whether it will be deserved, I may not deserve, that's a different conversation entirely. These young people are so attracted to him. They believe his message, they believe everything, and they have the number. Then they have to confront the violent, compromised, corrupt political system to push what they are currently seeing as their own future. They fight for their own future. So don't underestimate it. Milady, Ada Zion, they are not stupid kids. They might be naive, but at the same time, I can promise you that many of them are smarter than even those who are like 4, 5, 6 decades older than them. And why? This. When many of us were in their age, when we were in their kind of age, we had no access to the kind of information they have access to now. And the only thing that I think is probably lacking is the violence part. They need to be more violent and face these people that scares them. Abi, I think that's what will satisfy some of you, the older generation. But they have not been violent. Look at them, kids. So the people that are scared to shit out of those who claim to be so powerful people in Nigeria. These are the potential people that will spark whatever revolution you have in your head. The revolution of the mind is already kind of like growing. That's another point you should pay attention to. Young people are aware of what's going on around them. They are not just on TikTok doing comedy. They're dedicating their time to actually speak about what's going on in the society and how can they be part of that and make a change. Now, you can call that naivety, right? Because of inexperience. Or you can call them stupid because of the kind of information they have access to. Many of you, you didn't have access to 1% of that when you were their age. Just so you know. And I've said it before as well. Yeah, Tinubu that didn't have presidential power. And he was able to manipulate the entire corrupt system, brought everybody over. Now he's the president. He's got all the power. How are they going to do it? Election now, the charade. So Tinubu would need to perfect his rigging against these millions of young and old people. If he succeeds, which many people believe that he's going to succeed, great, fine. But you would have these guys to contend with. That's the point I'm making. You need to pay attention to this and don't join them in kind of like downplaying it. And they are just wasting their time. So what will make you different from Oshiomhole that said there were only 4 people tweeting in a room? And they ended up kind of like squeezing the hell out of them in their supposed charade. Now they are giving you different narratives of why it's never going to be like that again, blah, 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 blah. That's what they want you to believe. I don't think you should believe that. Okay. I've said it before. I'm not saying that they probably will get it and get this establishment to force the hand of the establishment and make Peter Obi the president of Nigeria. Yeah, there are so many forces. It's not just Tinubu. There are other forces that will, but they can end Tinubu's reign and APC rule, and they can end this entire fraudulent democracy as well. And it won't be their fault. It will be the fault of those who believes that they have actually conquered the people. These are the people that will trigger the rest of you. You saw them in Kenya, Abi. That's fine. And I know that Nigeria, there are many, many other kind of factors too. I'm not ignoring them. Don't get me wrong. Is it going to be strong in the north as it's going to be strong in the south? Or is it going to be this? Nigeria is so divided. I get you. But I'm also telling you that what is brewing against the establishment, which they themselves are aware of, if we build up to that year 2027 charade, and by kind of any reason, Peter Obi run and becomes presidential candidate of any party, you would have these people to actually contend with. For real. You will. You know? But those who are with Kolu have nothing to worry about. The first person has now decided to make himself he said, I am imposing myself as the Director General of Tinubu's second term campaign. The guy is the Niger State Governor, Bago. And he gave his reasons. Now let's go to the call loser people now. Niger State, the headquarters of all kinds of terrorists operating in northern Nigeria. Just for the mention. Listen.
Now the self-imposed Director General of the Tinubu campaign for 2020. And Niger State is the campaign headquarters for Aswaji. We are Nigerians and we love Nigeria. There is an unwritten understanding in this country for power to evolve from the north and to the south, from the south to the north. And this has brought relative peace to this country. In the last 2 years plus, we just finished a tenure of 8 years of the late President Buhari. Allah forgive his soul. And Aswaji is just his second year. Where are people from this part of the country trying to bring issues, especially the children of APC? You have eaten no person. You have eaten from APC. APC is what you are. Some of you were governors, ministers, advisors, commissioners, and you dwelled so much for 8 years. Now you're on sabbatical, and you have decided to come together to distort a government. Because we are one party, we decided to let things low. You talk about bad roads. Aswaji did not make the bad roads. We inherited it and we are fixing them. Bago did not make the bad roads. We inherited them, we are fixing them. And you have the gumption to talk about bad roads. Aswaji did not spoil your schools. He inherited them. He's trying to fix them. Likewise, Bago is doing the same. And you want to use that to campaign against us? You are shameless. Aswaju did not spoil your hospitals. He inherited them. Bago did not spoil your hospitals. He inherited them. We are building, rebranding, and redoing them for you. What we expect from you as a thank you is to be loyal and be grateful that there was a transition from APC to APC. Not what you are doing. In this country, the ruins in the economy, we know very well people that perpetrated that. In this state, I know exactly what I inherited. But I've not spoken, I've not probed anybody. And I've not asked anybody to refund. Please, let the sleeping dog lie alone. If you dare me, ta-ta, ta-ta, ta-ta. The insecurity was not caused by Aswaju or Bago. But right now, the people of the constituency can sleep with their eyes closed because we are working. There is a section in Niger State that was not habitable in Muya local government. Now people are doing their businesses there. In Adunu, in Kafin Koro, Chimbi, Isheu, Zazaga, all those areas, they are calm for 2 years. It's never been like that before. Then somebody will look at us because we are going for a state assembly rerun, a by-election, and a local government election. You want to use that against us? Some of you were party chairmen. We formed this APC together. Some of you...
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
I mean, you all heard the condescending way he was talking to his people. He did not bring in bad hospitals. We inherited them. We didn't bring this. We inherited them. We didn't this. We didn't that. More than 300 communities have been, people from more than 300 communities across Niger State. In fact, more than 600 communities across Niger State have been displaced since this APC Egbekegbe came to power. Under this idiot, who may deal with some of these terrorists in his own state. And of course, his own people, if you go online now and put it on the social media, because I've not got space, I would have shown you a few. You will see some of his people running away from their communities because of the Fulani terrorists. This idiot. But he said what he expects from the people is for them to be loyal and grateful. You know, not go and form another opposition against them after you enjoyed APC for 8 years. And have you noticed that a lot of them, whenever they are talking about this Tinubu and the Southern presidency, they tend to make it look like, you know, it is Tinubu's entitlement. How dare you say you want to come and challenge Tinubu? You want to. So when they talk about the Southern presidency or something like that, it could be like saying entitlement of Tinubu. Like it is only the Yorubas that are in the South. So therefore, anybody that is standing up is against the South. I was like, okay. That's how they speak. That's how they talk, those guys. In such condescending, degrading, insulting, tones. Because according to them, They are feeling like they are doing you a favor. We're just doing you a favor. You should be grateful to us. But rather, you did some grateful fellows. Similar to what Solu Domb also had to say. He met with Kolu today inside the ass Old Rock. And after that meeting, he reminded everybody that he's been friends with Tinubu for 22 years. And he's so impressed with Tinubu's policies. Like he would say anything different or otherwise. Solu Domb.
Well, these caps were produced even from the time the president visited Anambra State. And you saw all the billboards and all the stuff, proclaiming that progressives are working together. And subsequently, it's a fundamental idea that I believe very strongly, that all the political parties who profess progressivism should actually come on together in a massive coalition, to deepen the process not only of our democracy, but also of economic and social development of our country. And so for me, when I say progressives working together, it's a call for all those who call on that. And then talk about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I don't make any, I have no apologies about it. President Tinubu is my friend, has been my friend, 22 years now, and counting. So you don't deny a friend, I'll begin to be quivering about who is. He is my friend. I support him. And I'm impressed by the bold steps he has taken, particularly in the areas of the economy, the structural reforms. And I have said so severally. We're taking the right steps. We only need to stay the course.
Sorry, Anambra seems to be going down. What is the magic? What are you doing to bring it down?
Say the what? The magic to the what is the magic?
Yes. What is the magic that you're using
to
bring down the speed of insecurity?
Well, that's it's a short question with a long answer. If I have to tell you all the details about what we have done, but it's involved a holistic approach to the issue of security. If you realize, January this year we
Nuisance Lele.
Is not a Solu Domb for nothing. All right? He's a politician now. And, you just have to do whatever you have to do to remain in the game. But majority of those who, look at that guy. That was a former central bank governor of Nigeria. That's the guy that did banks consolidation. Remember, during Obasanjo time, when they did bank consolidation, 25 billion naira capital base and all of that stuff, like to stop banks from failing in Nigeria back then. Yeah, remember that was him. He was a Nigeria central bank governor, one of those considered as bright minds when it comes to economics. He knows the truth, but he's a politician now. To him, it's just that to give credit or credibility to Tinubu. Professor Solu Domb can tell you that I am so impressed with his fiscal policy. I'm so impressed with his fiscal policy, like that. Because he is going for his own second term. Yeah? And to continue to prove to Tinubu that you have been my friend for the last 22 years. Now only Peter Obi they shout, my brother, my brother. My dear brother, my dear elder brother. Solu Domb, he needs to survive in the political murky water you have now. They are cooking around him. They want, they are cooking around him. They want an APC person to possibly take over Anambra. So he's got to play smart enough that everything seems to be working in his favor right now. So he can afford to be very, very dishonest. I will leave that to him. You remember that guy that said that 210 trillion naira, NNPC money is missing? Oil money. Yeah. He said I didn't accuse you of stealing the money. I am only saying that the money is missing. Remember that guy, a senator. Nigeria NNPC, in the last 12 years, they have schemed away fraudulently a total of 210 trillion naira. According to this guy, 110 or 100 and something billion US dollars. Money that was supposed to be remitted into Nigeria's, national purse after the sale of crude oil. Last 12 years, he said. But at the end of the day, they did an auditing. He didn't even make it up in his head, though. They did an independent auditing of the NNPC. They now discovered that underneath it, there's a shortfall. This money existed. And it was supposed to be moved from, this money was supposed to move from white to black. It is stated that between here and here, it got lost. It didn't get here. So the balance here shows that there's a missing 210 trillion NNPC audit. I don't even know why that's not a huge scandal right now. Well, maybe this is why. There are performative rogues in your National Assembly. They are currently on leave. Now they found a guy. Here he is, talking about Tinubu, APC, Egbekegbe, as well as ADC coalition.
ADC is membered by Nigerians that we respect. We have respect for. But look at them. Look at each and every one of them. Who stands to do anything better than what Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration is doing? Tell me. I haven't seen any. Ask any of them. If you are given the chance to preside over Nigeria, that may come beyond 2027, maybe beyond 2013, after 2031. Because between now and 2031, anybody can say what he or she wishes to say. But the space is already taken, occupied by President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Who amongst them will have the courage, the impetus to tell Nigerians and the world that if I am given the opportunity to preside over Nigeria, I will return subsidy? Let that person tell us. And if he or she is given the opportunity to preside over Nigeria, what is he going to do different to the foreign exchange market than what Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government is doing? If given the opportunity, talking about infrastructural development, what is he going to do different to convince Nigerians? Because it is beyond rhetorics. Electorates are very much well informed. And economically, what is the person going to do to really take Nigeria to the global front in all ramifications? Much better, or even better, than what Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration is doing. But I have not seen. These are people I have respect for and I relate with. But the reality is, let them tell us what they have in their kitty. Tell us. Not just baseless criticisms and stuffs that will not take anybody. We are talking Nigeria. We are not talking sectional or regional politics. We are talking Nigeria. President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not president of Lagos. Neither is he president of the Southwest, or Southeast, or South-South, or Northwest, or Northeast, or North Central. He is the president of Nigeria. And they are also aspiring to be presidents of Nigeria. So what is it are we talking about? There are, when I cite you an instance, when the tax reform bill was introduced to the National Assembly, and of course went viral in the public domain, there were all kinds of criticisms, allegations, misinformation about it is skewed to this part of this. At the end of the day, now that the tax reform bill is passed into law, who is saying anything? It has the law has provided succor for the less privileged. For whoever earns less than 800,000 per annum is completely exempted from personal income tax. And as it is, as the tax law is, Lagos is losing from what it used to take. And as a result of removal of subsidy, no state in Nigeria today takes less than 3 times what it used to take. So I think it is about time we start taking the subnationals to task. Let's hold ourselves accountable. You should be accountable for the kind of information as media people you send out there. I should be accountable for the representation I do. Each and every one of us should and must be held accountable for what we do. But the truth of the matter is, I am not sentimentally driven by what I'm saying. I'm not saying what I'm saying because I am President Ashwaji Bola Tinubu is of APC extraction, and APC was my home, and I'm getting back home. Neither am I saying it because of my personal relationship with the president. That is the reality.
All right, sir, if I understand.
ADC is membered by Nigerians that we.
But we are not going to throw all of these points away for the benefit of the listeners. Okay. He is not saying Tinubu is failing. To him, Tinubu is bold enough to make all those important decisions. And that is how politicians, that's how they talk. But here are some, some facts that we can quickly chip into this, okay? Tinubu came and announced the removal of a subsidy on petroleum, which automatically skyrocketed the cost of living in the country. That affected everyone. Around the time, many people actually lost their jobs because what they were being paid to what they would need to spend transporting themselves to work. Yeah, so lives of Nigerians were turned upside down. Inflation blew through the roof. In that same breath, they told Nigerians that it was for their own good, that they are now going to be giving more money to the states. That was when, again, he also floated the Nigerian naira. Pretty much a fancy word for devaluing Nigerian naira, so as to access loans which conditions are to further squeeze Nigerians. They increase the taxes on almost everything. The cost of electricity, quadrupled, right? The cost of darkness, by the way, So it removed subsidy on education, gave them what they are now, the propaganda they are using now, called the NEL Fund, while, schools are actually charging exorbitant fees now, as much as. So in that same breath that Nigeria lost, the Nigerian naira lost so much of its value. Over 500% of Nigerian naira value was completely wiped off in 2 years. A dollar is now exchanged. At a point, it was actually exchanged for 1,900 naira. Now you see how propaganda works. In this voodoo economy, on the one hand, they will tell you that Tinubu has done so well, that anybody that is complaining is just somebody who never liked him, because they said the economy is getting better. Tinubu has given people food. He is giving people money. And he is also giving school children, students, upkeep allowance, paying their school fees. You see all this sort of propaganda and lies to them. They are enough now. Why are people complaining? I mean, the economy should be better. That's one. On the other hand, they will say, we know that things are very tough for everybody. We know that, but give him time. It's just 2 years. Anyway, he did ask, he said, he didn't ask it that way. And I'm going to re-ask, okay, so Tinubu is failing. APC is a total failure. You are currently in, what do you call it? You are in fire, so to say. Bokwari was like a frying pan. Now you are inside fire. So is it going to be from fire to inside the pool of water, where you're going to get chill and cool? Or is it going to be from that fire to 6 feet beyond? So if Tinubu is failing, you should be able to point out his failures, like all this I pointed out. He removed subsidy without any real plan. He announced it, right? And then they later figured out, okay, maybe they should start giving people rice. You know how ridiculous it was then, right? Good. No plan. All this bajue propaganda they are trying to push down your throat to make you feel like maybe it's not that bad. It's not working. So what exactly are these guys are going to do different? They should be able to tell you that, okay, are they going to return subsidy so that you can buy cheap fuel and maybe everywhere can pick up again? Are they going to start, are they going to continue defending the Nigerian naira? Because that's what Tinubu and his gang are doing. They even had to borrow $3.3 billion to defend Nigerian naira. So are you going to defend? What are you going to do different? What are you going to do differently? And how? That's a very good question to ask. Or if I was going to be your president, for example, and you ask me that question, oh, Benny, what are you going to do differently that will change the people's situation? There's one very particular action that if you are not a thief and you are the president of a country with all of the resources at your disposal, do you know that without borrowing a dime, you can actually raise more than 10, 15, if not $20 billion from within the looters of Nigeria in 3 months. Yeah, it's like it is called Operation. This is me, if I happen to be your president, and somebody asks me, what are you going to do differently? What am I not going to do? First, what am I not ever going to do as your president? I won't remove your subsidy. I will remove subsidy and then invest the money on a 150 billion naira yacht, 44 billion naira for my wife's office to go and get herself some brand new latest automobiles, right? I won't go and spend 21 billion naira in renovating, in completing a vice president's house when the new vice president took over from a former vice president who was not homeless. The former vice president was never homeless. He had a place with his family that he's staying. That place got renovated for this new one before he came in. Now he came in, Tinubu awarded 21 billion naira to go and build him a new mansion. A new mansion, befitting mansion. Now Shitty man has run away from that place now. He's not even staying there. So if I begin to pick all the rogues, the thieves in Nigeria, from state governors, former and present, that one alone can be a great news in Nigeria. You know that? You have to pick up, like, let's say, maybe 2,000 of them or 3,000 former generals, retired generals, current generals. Everybody, shall we don't be in charge of money one time or the other. And you let them know that you are all going to go to jail. I promise you, all of you. That's me. Now I go sit down and laugh. I say, you are all going to jail. Do you understand the power of the office of a president of a country? If you are not compromised, if you are not a criminal, anybody, if they say somebody is the number one billionaire in your country, that person will remain a billionaire if you are not interested in how they are making their billions. It's the same all over the world. The same. The state is so powerful that when corrupt people controls the state, like the way they control the country, they protect criminals who are actually sabotaging the country. So as a president, you can raise you tell them, everybody hand over whatever you show them what they've stolen. You show them where they are keeping all they have stolen. Do you think their EFCC, their DSS, and other security agents that you don't know about, do you think they don't have the file of most of these guys? They do. But since it is a corrupt system, party system, all they have to do is just to sell what they call the connection, or another thing, they have a name for it anyway. You know? So there are some wastages that you won't do. And just by blocking them alone, can free so much money. Enough to actually have something to invest in something. Not going about borrowing that you are also indirectly looting. And you are telling the people that that's the best they can get. So anybody who wants to replace Tinubu, you should be able to ask them. You know? Some salient questions, like ask Obi, is he going to return the subsidy? Obviously, it's not going to return subsidy. Like, that's one thing some of them are saying, that Tinubu has taken the shot. And he needs to enjoy the fact that Nigeria didn't blow up when they did that to you. So the politicians are saying that it deserves to enjoy it. Anybody who is coming right now, they would dare not say they will return the subsidy. Or maybe they would, or Shore said they will return it. That one never misses his words. Shore said subsidy is the only thing Nigerians are benefiting from their government. Something that they are benefiting. And the moment you remove it, they will feel that it's no longer there. Now, banks are making so much money. Some of these top multinational companies in Nigeria, they are making so much money selling services, not producing anything per se, just selling services, selling this or whatever. In Nigeria, buying bond, investing in federal government's bond, cashing out every year, declaring huge profits that is from non-productive section than just services as we speak. And the people who are supposed to, to be the center of the whole policy thing, they are those being squeezed. They are squeezing you left, right, and center. Your data, left, right, and center. They are squeezing you just to fit the 1% at the top. So anybody who is going to tell you, let's do it differently, ask them very well. Tell you what they really want to bring, to the table. Like I said, there are so many things that if you just stop doing them, it will be like in a magic. Unfortunately, I don't think you're going to have that. So we have received, I don't know if you have seen it all, we have received further information concerning the airport incidents of 2 days ago, where that young lady who got assaulted, and then she also assaulted and slapped the air hostess the hostess of a bomb here. However, someone who was also like, a passenger on the flight, sent a voice note to describe what really happened as it happened before, because things are beginning to kind of like turn on their own right now. Right now, the pilot has come out to say, it was really, really a bad taste for the airline crew to record her that way and still posted it on social media. So themselves, it seems that the whole thing is backfiring now. Even though the young lady has been remanded in Kirikiri because of that incident, which a lot of people believe that that's kind of like extreme, like right away. So anyway, someone who said that it was on that flight that day had this to say. Listen up.
How's the family? I wanted to drop bros, good morning, sir. How's the family? I wanted to drop a message at your Facebook. I actually dropped a message on your Facebook regarding to this Ibom air flight saga. But I just noticed that I could actually send a message to this your WhatsApp number. I don't know if it's the right one to do, but let me just say something in regards to this air flight stuff. Honestly speaking, that lady did not do up to 10% of what I would have done if I were in her shoes. I don't want to elongate the matter. I'll just give you direct to the point where the truth is those people posted what they want everybody to see. They posted the narrative, like they created and painted the narrative that they want people to see, so people could actually pity them, or I don't know how to put it. So you grab. This lady was not insultive. She was not rude. She was not, like, I don't even know the word to put. The whole issue started from the air hostess. That lady is power drunk. If there's anything like that is the word I can use right now. That lady is power drunk. Like, she's all this kind of Nigerian elders that want everything they say to be done the way they said it, how they want it, when they want it. Because tell me the reason you went to meet somebody. Mind the way I was on the flight. How do you go and meet somebody and say, "Hey, off your phone"? And the person's like, sorry, my phone is on flight mode. I'm actually just scrolling through my videos and editing videos. And the next thing you could raise your voice is, all these useless children, all these people with no respect. Do I look like your mates? Do I do this? Do I do that? And the lady is still come and telling you, but I've told you I've off it. The lady is even trying to show you, took the phone, smashed it on the floor. Excuse me. She kept quiet. Now, on coming down, okay, fast forward to when you run abuses on her, people are even trying to tell you, madam, you don't do it. They tell us that they won't bring the plane down. Hello. Okay, the lady has kept her phone now. She kept the phone. You run her pieces. Now it's time to highlight from the, what is it called? The plane. You blocked her, saying you have caused security on her. People are asking you what happened. Okay, the lady is trying to call. You will push her away. She's trying to pass. You will push her away. He's saying everybody, other person should pass. See, it's a part that they wanted the country to see. That is what they posted on. The truth be told, when those security people came, do you know what happened? That cake was very, very quiet. Too. From the dragging of clothes to the slapping, that hair hostess literally slapped that lady. The lady did not even raise her. If not me, not be this way they say. I forbid her first man. I know say see what I really do. You smashed her on the floor, pushed her on the floor so people could step on her and pass, and you denied her. Then when people are trying to, okay, the security persons came, and there was a pastor in the board that was trying to you guys should calm down. This is not what happened. And the next thing that you could cover from your mouth was that you want me to use the man as as a example. Whether you want me to use the man as an example, whether not two of them plan to come bring down the people. Hello! You insulted the lady. You slapped her. You even went ahead to call her prostitutes and the rest of things. Guy, please, is there a way that you guys could actually, I beg, see, if you get wetin I don't know I want take, if you fit do this my voice note make people hear am, and I beg, I go happy well. But the truth is this, for me to come out, it go hard me, because in Nigeria matter, you know, see they be, especially how they take do this girl with do NYSC. So after voicing out at the end of everything, the 77K was being paid. Now they didn't give her NYSC. So I just send my enter your DM, tell you, well, if you guys will do that, may you drop. Because the truth is that it was that hair hostess, and the hair hostess now evil winch working on. Oh God, it is well on.
Eyewitness accounts, and it actually kind of like corresponds with other eyewitnesses too, who have been like speaking out as well. The pilot, the Bomber pilot, also was on channels this evening, and he himself frowned. He said he condemns that that hair hostess that recorded that video and posted a semi-nude video of the passenger being dragged in an humiliating way out of their own aircraft. Now listen, this is the pilot.
Okay, so the first gap I noticed was I did not see where the cabin crew, as the flight attendants, called the pilots to say, hey, this is what's going on. The second gap I noticed is when the lady in question hits the flight attendant, nothing was done. Someone decided to start making a video. I say it all the time. Instead of making a video, why don't you try and resolve the issue? But social media these days is, I want to be the one who posts the video. Now, for the entire situation, there are three people I blame. Number one, the security agencies. Number two, the flight crew, the entire flight crew, captain, first officer, and flight attendants. And number three, the ground personnel. There should be some form of training to bridge conflict resolution among all three. Where, okay, if this is happening, we have an unruly passenger who makes the final call of kicking them off. Okay, who now decides to kick them off? From what I saw, it was almost like it was the ramp agents were the one that were bringing her out. That's not done anywhere except in Nigeria. You have police, you have airport police. The reason for airport police, that is literally, other than protecting lives and well-being, is for situations like that where if you have to take someone out, because the police is not just police for, like I said, protecting lives. They are also a form of sensitive security. When you see a police officer and he says, hey, you have to do this, you have to respect his authority. Nothing like that was done. Instead, it seems like the ramp agents took the laws into their hands to forcefully remove her. And then she was also assaulted in the process. So I don't know what the training is like in Nigeria, or how they get their training done, or what's who. And if you now relay the same thing with what happened on the guy's case, I think they said he's a musician or something. Yes, it's looking like.
Sorry, it's not the pilot. It's just a commentator who happened to be a pilot on the matter. And here is another person who is also not a pilot, by the way. Yeah. And that's Isaac Fayushi. Listen.
Airport officials, you no try. You no try at all with the way you handled that lady. Too bad. Too bad. You can't show all our Bobby to the world. The people who don't pay for Bobby can't see Bobby. Why you no use the same force to undo Egbon last week? You no say you go jail if you mistreat the Egbon or undo the Egbon. Egbon is the citizen. That girl is just a bonus on a citizen. What a country. Come on, who born here? I'm waiting for you guys to come on national telly to apologize or send a letter. Come on. You see what we are doing to our women in Africa is going to come back to bite us. It's part of why we're in poverty. Because a country that does not treat their women right, that country cannot grow. A country that can expose their women, Bobby, to public like that, no respect. Even if the girl now Olosho, does she deserve that? And last week we saw the one that is bigger, but it was differently handled. So you Nigerians working in all those places, you are part of the problem, not just government, because you fear your oppressors more than your job. That's what is happening. Our women, we are sending them to extinct, endangered species, because we now relegate them, we treat them shabbily. Look at the way we treat women on the national issue. Airport problem. Look at the way they treat the girl. And see the way they are treating Natasha Akpoti-Oduaghan. See the way they are treating her. Even with court's judgment, they still fenced her off. So we are saying our women don't matter. Because what is good for Egbon, you supposed to pass on to this girl, even to cover you in her face. You are not supposed to hurriedly package the girl to go jail. She's unable to talk now. Don't close her mouth. But last week, now they run. When they employ you to do your job, do it with sense.
Thank you. I seek Fayoshe. I'm talking about the way we treat women. That one is actually for men. Oh. But you see that one that happened on a bomb here. If those of you, because I saw the video, I just can't share that part one with you. That's why I cut it off from that video yesterday. All right. The girl had a sort of like a hoodie on, right, with a wig. It was another woman, that air hostess, that was struggling to make sure that the naked, it was like they were fighting as other people were holding her legs. Yeah, as others were holding her legs like that, pulling her legs. The other people were holding her hands like this. She was like that, right? The woman purposely put her hand on her dress to thaw the dress and indeed, it was around the time that they pulled her. So when they pulled her legs, so that wasn't by a man. It was another woman. And just as you must know, now man they do man, now woman they do woman. Just to clear that part. Again, here is another story of another woman versus woman. One in authority, one a citizen. Rather than be a citizen, she's a subject. Nigerians are not treated as citizens. There is a difference between, in fact, there are many differences between being a subject and being a citizen of a country. Go and Google it. Now, do that while we are watching this now. Go on, go read it. What are the differences between subjects and citizens? They will tell you that they are similar, but keep reading. Yeah, go on. And you're going to see the whole difference. Nigerians are treated as subjects in their own countries. So they are subjects to the political class. They are subjects to this supposed political class, but they are living like a royalty in that contraption. Raye, that's her name. Raye, that youth copper that came out to participate in that 30 days run challenge about what they are facing in that contraption. A young lady that expressed her own disappointment. Our life has become so tough, so hard, and all that. They want government to do something simple and straight. Some people's mama working in the NYSC decided to become God themselves. First, they extended 1 year used service by 2 months, as they are not satisfied. She went for her own supposed passing out parade and all of that stuff, and she was supposed to be given a certificate. Oh no, they should help us explain. Baba, a woman who was supposed to kind of like a woman there told sending her back to the end of the queue, and finally she decided to hold on to the certificate, only for the NYSC to now release a statement, and they said the girl didn't show up for a passing out parade or something. Yeah, that's Nigeria. How we treat our women.
Let's bring the issues into proper perspective now, as Raye's lawyer joins us. Mr. Enibe Effiong is a legal practitioner and human rights activist. Mr. Effiong, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes, indeed. And we've heard Raye speaking on Instagram Live in the last 12 hours, and she's, had a lot to say about how this has nothing to do with NYSC's explanation, but because of her criticism. But what can she present also to Nigerians as evidence that indeed she was available for that April clearance, for which NYSC is saying that she was not, she didn't participate in?
Thank you for having me. I think this is a matter that Nigerians who have followed this case since March, when it started, closely would be able to make reasonable deductions. Now, let me start by saying that the statement issued by the management of the National Youth Service Corps yesterday is quite unfortunate. It betrays the very ideal behind the establishment of the NYSC. In their statement, they claim that Raye is being punished and penalized in compliance with the bylaws of the corps, and that her service period has been extended for 2 months, and her certificate of national service withheld because she missed or was absent from the biometric clearance for the month of April. But the truth of the matter is that not only did Rita Ogwamaye present herself for clearance in the month of April, specifically on the 7th of April, she also attended the CDS, which took place on the same date. Because if you are saying that a corps member did not undergo clearance for a particular month, one would want to know what was the reason for missing a clearance. They haven't said anything in that regard. And the simple reason is because what the NYSC has said publicly is completely false. This lady presented herself before her LGI, the local government inspector of Etiosa local government, one Mrs. Veronica Abele. This is the same woman who not only ignored her, initially she claimed, oh, go and join the queue, go to the back. She complied, of course. It got to her turn again. She will send her to the back again. This lady spent 6 hours. Raye spent 6 hours hoping, pleading, begging, almost prostrating to be cleared. She refused to clear. And guess what? She sees her clearance letter. Because if you are saying someone has not been cleared, for you to be cleared as a corps member, many of us went through this scheme. For you to be cleared, you must have a clearance letter from your PPA, without which even the NYSC cannot clear you. That is even if you show up. I have corps members who are serving in our firm, and every month I have to sign their clearance to say that, look, these individuals have worked, they have reported at their PPA for the month under reference, please attend to them. That is what happens. She went there with a clearance letter from her place of primary assignment. Mrs. Veronica Abele collected the clearance letter and then pretended as if she did not want to attend to her at that time, as I said. When she kept pleading, the woman now started verbally attacking her. She persisted. She then told her she was not going to clear her. Asked her to get out, that she would not attend to her. And Raya said, look, Madam Bed, please, assuming I have done anything by the NYSC bylaws, which is correct, I am supposed to face the court disciplinary committee. That infuriated the woman the more. That who are you to even make a suggestion about what the bylaw says? And ordered her to leave. What was she supposed to do after 6 hours? This is after she has seized her clearance letter. She sent her away. On the 11th of April, Raya went back to Mrs. Veronica Abele's office. This is few days after the date for CDAs and clearance. Begged her, pleaded with her, please, claim me for the month of April. She said, no, I don't have a problem with you. Okay, but nothing can be done now. We have finished monthly clearance. This is 11th of April.
Did she bring all this to your notice at this time in April?
I'm a lawyer. I'm privy to these things I'm telling you. I'm privy to these things I'm telling you.
As far back as April?
Of course, and let me make it clear.
Let's...
Since when I born, you never seen this kind of abuse before. Tinubu, I must abuse you. Tinubu, number 1, Ogun Okiyopa. Tinubu number 2, Ogun Okiyoma. Tinubu number 3, Ogun Okiyo your children. Tinubu number 4, Ogun go bury all your family. Tinubu is a god to you. A god to you. Tinubu is a god to you. And Wausa.
That's right. The young woman that broke the internet simply because she participated in what was then called 30 days rant challenge. The Nigerians, rather than took to the streets, they were making videos to complain, lament, to table their grievances, what they are facing, the hardship in that contraption. So she's a U-copper receiving 33,000 naira. So she made a video and said, you've promised us this, increase in Alawi. The National Assembly has passed it. Mr. President, you have signed it. Things are tough. Things are hard. Whoever are those who are supposed to implement it, they should implement it and save us. And that went viral. The Ronukus picked on it and they realized that she is doing a PPA in Etiosa, in Lagos. It was around the time that their bigotry was on steroid. So they pounced on her. They bullied her. They trolled her. They did so much. Then she got the support, of course, from other Nigerians who came to her aid, including a lawyer. She was threatened. NYSC responded. Not NYSC, this staff of NYSC. You see, in Nigeria, everybody will tell you, say, their mama are the best. My mom is the best mom in the world. My mother is the number 1 mother in the world. Because say, who be this? Whose mama be these ones where they frustrate other people's children? In NYSC, I've been for schools or university, colleges, and whatever. Whose mama be these ones? Frustrating other people's children out there. So Rai has now petitioned, I think the same NYSC and others, that they should release a certificate. I don't even understand what is wrong with people. Somebody will tell you, you will never graduate. A lecturer will tell students, say, you will never graduate in this school. And such lecturer will still have his job or a job the following day. Like, for real, Nigeria. People who have been traumatized, most of You will pass through their schools. Majority of you were traumatized by these rogues who are supposed to mentor you, to mold you, to shape your mind, your mindset about the country that you're about to go into, the world that you're about to go into. You have already been so traumatized by this, by these Olori Brukus, these unfortunate souls, who somehow just feels like you have to struggle, you have to suffer to get what ordinarily you deserve. It's a Nigerian thing, It is a belly something. In Bauchi, the polytechnic students in Bauchi, they've taken to the street. In fact, they shut down their schools today. Why? Because of insecurity. I remember when the UNAB students in Abeokuta were always on social media to complain about the insecurity in their own schools too. In their own school then, where people, armed robbers and all that sort of like kidnappers, made their life hell. I don't know what it is now, if it has improved. But in Bauchi, it seems like the students can no longer concentrate on their education anymore if this problem persists. So they protested. Take a look.
These are students of Federal Polytechnic Bauchi who have blocked the entrance of the Polytechnic early this Tuesday morning. They are protesting for lack of insecurity within the university, within the Polytechnic. They said early in the morning at about 2 a.m. armed robbers invaded the hostel and they stormed the hostels, raided the hostels, both the girls and the boys' hostel, wounded at least 10 students, snatched, robbed them of their phones and other accessories. 10 of them are wounded and are currently receiving treatment. They barricaded the main road, that is the Bauchi-Tafawa Balewa road, and they say they are not going to leave until something is done for them. We tried to get some of them to speak, and this is one of the students speaking.
One of them was brought here on his head. One is a black show. One of a black show on his spinal cord. And right now they are in the school clinic. Abin da aka faɗa maka report. Ka je ka kocin mana wani abu. Yadda ba. Yawa, ba mu yadda ka kocin wani abu. No life, no nothing, no medicine.
On the
It's not like they don't have the number. If they have a unity of purpose, they do have the number. But I mean, like, if they have to have the same political kind of like awareness, so to say, so they can put the number. Unfortunately, they likely won't accept the political class says they should. So independently like that, pushing for their own, their, kind of like their own personal issues when it comes to their schools and all that. They do have the number. But whatever is wrong with their school is beyond their school, right? Because it is coming from those that are supposed to be funding the school, I think. The government, to be precise. I was in Bauchi, Yawata, yesterday, where it is reported that the Fulani terrorists struck again. I've got a bit of an extended clip about that protest that took place in Yawata, Benue State, after that attack.
Soldiers to go. They want the soldiers to leave the water. They don't want to see soldiers. Any soldier in the water again. They think that, or they know that the soldiers are not neutral. The soldiers are not here to protect them. They are saying the soldiers are collaborating with the Fulanis who are killing them. And every time they cry out for soldiers to come to protect them, the soldiers don't come. So they want the soldiers to go. And it's as simple as that. So if the soldiers leave now, it is likely that they will open the road for people to pass. So the soldiers have to go. It's a simple thing. It's a simple thing. Let the soldiers go. They want the soldiers to go. Yes. They want the soldiers to go. So and it's simple. When you no longer have, when they don't have confidence in the Nigerian military, especially those that are working in their community, they want them to leave. They think that the soldiers are not neutral, the soldiers are collaborators, so they should go. And as soon as the soldiers leave, they will open the road for people to pass. And you cannot help, they are crying, their anger is justified. Yes, their anger is justified because they are mourning the death of their husbands. They are crying about the death of their children. They want those guys to go. Yes, let them go. If you have come to protect people and the people no longer feel comfortable with your protection, and they say you should go, you have to leave. The solution is in the fact that they have to go. Let them go. There are a couple of them that are that side. If you can see, they are that side with their trucks and all of that. And the people are saying the soldiers should go. That the soldiers should go. Those of us coming from Abuja, we can't come anymore. And those who are coming from Makurdi, they cannot come anymore. So it's a jam. We are all stuck here. I've been here since 11. I got here around 15 minutes to 11. And I've been here till now. And I do not know when I will leave. And their demand is simple.
Am I here to think that the APC is the best thing to happen to Nigeria? I'll be a fool to say so. Am I here to say that there are no thieves within the APC? I'll be a fool to say so. Will I be here to defend the APC as the purest political party
as the cure all and be all and the, you know, and the cure all cure elixir we have been looking for, I'll be a fool to say so. No.
Tell me, what are we producing and selling to other countries? Not even slippers. We eat the skin of our cows instead of turning them to beautiful bags and shoes. Eliminate that. It's a sign of poverty.
So the people of Yawata, they were not just protesting, they were demanding that the Nigerian army stationed in their area should leave. But what is the essence of having the soldiers stationed around your area and yet you are still under constant, endless attacks from the terrorists? Do you see that they have so many women in that? Because most of them have lost their husband. Most of them are widows. Courtesy of the Fulani terrorist. Real life issue, real life problem. When Tinubu went to Benue State, what did he tell them? Director's Court, remember? He said there is enough land for you to share with the terrorists. There is enough land to share. There's land. Let's just give them small. That's what Kolu said. And I remember saying, it simply means the attacks won't stop. The killings won't end. They are doing all they can to ensure that they continue to bury it. And they are doing so in cahoot with the supposed governor of Benue. They'll tell you it's just a small place. It's not that bad anymore. People are dying every day, being killed by these terrorists. And I'm still looking forward to that day that I'm going to see one of them stand trial for killing Nigerians in Nigeria courts. You know? And when that time comes, maybe those of you who think that I'm just a dreamer, it's not like I'm banking on it. I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind to see that day where terrorists are indeed brought to justice and their victims are given closure, not rehabilitating terrorists, while their victims continue to pile up and languish in, in penury, in abject, wanton poverty. And those who could make it happen, they are, I don't know. Somebody saw the clip of Akpabiole, and they automatically said their prayers are being answered. Is this a prayer? Is this an answered prayer? He now works like a disabled person. I don't know if he's at the operation or if he hasn't. I heard that he was going to have an operation on that leg and all that. Did you see his aircraft? The poor country, poor Nigeria, currently have 14 aircrafts in the presidential fleet of Nigeria. 14. And when I say aircraft, right, that includes the plane as well as the choppers. They've got like 4 private choppers. That's why when Tinubu, anybody landed somewhere, they can use the chopper to take them to his house. They all use it though. Akpabiole has one. Abbas has one. Bajabia Mule has one. Rat has one. Tinubu, of course, the one he bought from Shaguri, $150 million. The new one, they bought it. They're supposed to buy new aircraft, yeah. So what did Tinubu do? Tinubu said the 20-year-old plane, presidential jet that Bokwari was using, that was too old for him, and he's going to put his life in danger. So he decided to buy a new one. And guess the age of the new one? Guess, don't worry. 17 years. Aye. And he paid a whooping $150 million for it. Then they took it straight to France, to, what's that word? To upgrade it and sort of like customize it to become a presidential jet that would have a small mini office, or a kind of like an office in the sky, like American president. So to build all of that inside. Then they delivered it to him after 6 months. Guess what? Then they flew in that aircraft to London, to Rio, to UAE, Abu Dhabi, and where else? I think he flew the plane to France. Then they left it in France because they had to go and do maintenance. Who does maintenance on a new aircraft? Brand new aircraft. Few months after they took delivery. So they bought a local plane just because Tinubu and his gang are looking for every means to scoop that country, Omoyele Sowore, who has now become a regular customer of the Nigerian criminals, was there today to honor what is believed to be the invitation again, but he didn't go alone, right? The last time where they, harassed him, you remember now, assaulted him in front of their own office, and then, took him straight to their detention center, and all that happened. So he was there today with his comrades. Now they are going to charge him. They're going to charge him for bullying the police side chick and exposing his side chick, in his own words.
Revolution, we want to do something before we go. Revolution, greatest Nigeria people. Greatest of the greatest Nigeria people. I just come out of invitation by the police, and I want to thank the revolutionary forces. If anybody tells you that this don't work, the person is deceiving you and deceiving himself or herself. By virtue of the struggle that we wage today, we have been able to recover my Ray-Ban glasses that I'm wearing. They admitted that somebody actually stole the glasses, and they said they have recovered the glasses. Of course, we expect them to prosecute the thief.
Yes, national thief. Yes, national thief. Every thief must have a day in court. Yes. As a cause,
They also served us amended 3 charges, and they said on Thursday we'll be in court. I will be happy to go to court. We have made it very clear that there's no backing down. Yes. There's no going back. Yes. They presented before us a different police petition actually, that we supported retired and serving policemen to have a better pension and better working conditions. Yes, and on camera, I admitted that I committed that crime of asking for a better life for policemen and pensioners. He said that I said pensioners should be taken care of. I said yes. They accused me of saying that policemen should receive nothing less than 300,000 naira, 500,000 naira. I admitted it and said yes. They said that I told policemen that they have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity
to exit slavery. I admitted it and I said, yes! Revolutionary, yes! Yes. So, and I said, don't I think that that could have led to mutiny? I said, well, we have done it and it's over. There was no mutiny. But we keep encouraging policemen not to accept anything less than the best. Come on. So, at the end of the day, they asked me to leave. But I said to them before I leave, I need my eye. Yes. And they finally calculated, accepted that my glasses were retrieved from the person who stole it. A police chief. A police chief. National chief. And they presented the glasses to me. That's what I'm wearing now. But I still told them that I'm not sure that this is the glass that is stole. But we'll find out. If it is not, I'll return back and collect the real one. But they promised that this is the glass they stole. But that would not stop us from hunting down the guy who stole the glass. Yes. And when we tell Nigerians that we have integrity, we have integrity. Yes. But most importantly, nobody can steal anything from us. Yes. And that's why we promise our retired policemen. Yes. Your pension and gratuity that is stolen from you will return the same way my glasses are returned. And regardless of the bad eggs in the police, yes, we are going to keep fighting for the police. Yes. Some of them are bad, but some of them are good. It is the institution that we are concerned about, yes, not the characters that are in there who are making the decision.
Yoram. So, Omoyele Sowore will be going to court, of course, on the charges that he himself said he admit. Yes. There is no mutiny. There was fear. I don't know, those of you who are in their police college in Nigeria, what they actually teaches you. You get what I mean? Like about the citizens. This is me now using my own intrusive thoughts to imagine what they are actually teaching them. A police officer that is watching me, it is now kind of like your responsibility and your colleagues to prove me wrong. Here is my thought, what I believe they are teaching them in the Nigerian police about their citizens. They're not teaching them to protect you. In fact, they are not teaching them to make you their priority. A police force that is taught to make the citizens priority, right, will first be an helper that the citizens in the society would have been so used to. In Nigeria today, right, do you know that by law, if you have no place to sleep, by Nigerian law, I don't know, some of you are kind of conversant with it, you can help me. They say there is this Nigerian law, police act, that says that if you have nowhere to stay overnight, you could walk straight into any police station and speak to any officer you find there. Tell them you've got no place to stay and you needed a place overnight. And it is their responsibility to provide you a shelter. How many of you know that? Right. But here is the thing. How many of you, if you knew, how many of you would walk straight into Nigerian police station because you are stranded and you needed a place to stay? How many of you confidently can walk straight into a police station and say, hey, officer, I just came to this town and I've got no place to stay and I've got no money and I need a place? How many of you can walk into the, because you can be honest with me here. Let's be honest with ourselves. All right. And that is, they didn't train their policemen to be receptive, to have empathy. Some of them will probably selectively have sympathy and empathy. Most of this empathy and sympathies of policemen in Nigeria are buyable. You have to buy them. It is so bad that when a police officer started being nice, not nice, like when a police officer is doing his job and you feel like he's actually doing his job, there's something inside you that will be telling you that you should be getting something ready to give him. Oh, don't let him ask. He's a good man. He's a good officer. This is the society that they have created for generations. This is our reality. So now you need to prove me wrong that they actually have orientation, a proper orientation for the police officers that makes the citizens their priority. Don't forget, I lived the first 28 years of my life in Nigeria. So I'm not a stranger to what I'm talking about. Right? So the police force in Nigeria that many are thinking could be reformed, is a tough, deep-rooted something. But it is, it's kind of like a fixable, maybe if it is not Nigeria. You get what I mean? Like, as a Yoruba man, right? I should be a police officer in Yoruba land. Rise through the ranks and become a chief police officer in my region where I am born, raised, and you know what I mean? A place that, should be the reason why I am motivated to join the police force. Not join a police force and then you ended up in Nasarawa and you have to bribe your way to go and look for a place where money day. They send me to Lagos. I want to send me to Abuja. Okay, I beg, if you send me to Enugu, if you send me to where money day, because the primary purpose is not about service, unfortunately. And you know how this is also counterproductive. It is counterproductive as well for them too, because it makes it impossible for an average police officer to have a real life that you can say it is tailored along his, along his career. A fireman has a pension and his entire career is so planned by the system that all he has to do is just to make sure that he remains dedicated to his job, rise through the ranks, and if he becomes a boss or not, a time is coming that he's going to actually say, well, throw in the towels and retire. And when you retire as a fireman, there's also this, because it's your career, there's always a retirement that is also kind of like, suited along that your career. Police officers in Nigeria don't have that. They just pray to get so lucky to become aide-de-camp, ADC to governor, senator, become a security guard to politicians or the rich people. Just that, not doing the real policing that actually cares about the communities, cares about the people in those communities, cares to cut down crimes and protect the people. This institution that is not built around that is a danger to itself, not just to the entire country. It's actually a threat to national security in any country. But because we all understand the fundamentals, what actually led to this, compromised, corrupt system that you inherited from the colonial masters back then, and why it is proving difficult to actually be changed. Because those who are benefiting from it and those who are looking forward to benefit from it, there are so many that the only solution is to kill the entire thing, break up Nigeria, save lives, and see how things can actually work in a segmental form. If you don't want to break up the country, let me everybody to go their separate ways. There are other ways to break up the country. First, break up the centralization of the nonsense that people didn't agree to, and see how most institutions that were meant to serve you will become so effective and then savage you. Go. They have these guys in Imo. They call them Tetraco or something. I may be wrong about something like that. Tetraco. They're just a bunch of thugs hired by criminal governments to further make life hell for their own citizens. And hell, they are making it. Watch this.
All these N210 boys see the kind of accident they are causing in this Owerri. All these N210 boys. See, where these N210 boys go, they pursue commercial drivers, cause accidents. Just imagine. Because all these N210 boys, see this one now. See this one don't get serious injury for this accident. Uno happy Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Governor got hold this one.
Stop him before the whole thing turn bloody. At least you got the message, right? Air track or something, that's what they are called. They are the hopeless Uzodingba or hopeless Uzoding Joseph, man. The reason why they caused that traffic accident was because of money. Pursuing commercial vehicle drivers to extort them. And in the process, while that one was trying to escape them and all that, rammed into another car. Both of them ended up in a ditch, like the gutter. And that's like the everyday life of a lot of people. Problems created by criminal politicians holding political offices, making decisions that continue to put the lives of their own citizens in danger, all for pecuniary gain, monetary gain. Monetary gain. You know? So finally, there is a message that Isaac got to send to Larry, and I don't know if he's seen it. Larry Olayinka. Isaac is a Fauleshe's brother. Larry is Fauleshe's houseboy, currently serving on loan to Werewike in Abuja. Here is Larry. Sorry, here is Isaac to Larry.
Larry Olayinka wrote, and I quote, he said, I am Ayo Fayoshe's boy, which is him. Larry is Ayo Fayoshe's boy, and me, Isaac, I'm disrespecting his boss, that Isaac is destroying his boss. Larry, I'm not destroying your boss. I'm telling your boss the truth. And you know, you should know me by now, that when you people are in government, when you people are standing up, I'm always sitting down. I was trained to respect people, not to fear them. Because my brother happened to be a former governor does not make him God. He's a servant leader. He came to serve. He applied for the job and he got the job. He was able to serve his people. That doesn't make him God. I understand, going by your background, that, you know, your background is kind of a rule, slavery kind of thing. So when you see people like governor, senator, you shake. You'll be shitting from your mouth. No, but me, I wasn't trained like that. My father was my late father, prominent, strong man. He didn't train us to be slave. He didn't train us that when someone is doing something bad, we should sit down and be watching the person. He said, no, say your mind. So that's what I've done. I didn't disrespect my brother. I love him more than you. And if you really love that name, Fayoshe, so much, Larry, just go and change your name to Olalere. Olayinka Fayose. It's so easy. No, why are you crying more than the bereaved? You are crying more than the family. Remember, cast your mind back. When you guys are in government, when I come to Ekiti, I don't stand up, show like you guys. I sit down. I was trained to be a champion, to know my right from wrong. I love my brother. It's because you are poor and you have to do eye service. That's why you are looking at everything like disrespect. There's no disrespect here. If you mess up, you mess up. If you mess up, you mess up. You apologize. Oh, I mess up. Oh, I won't do it again. It's not about, no, it's you that governor is freaking you. It's not freaking me, because governors, they apply for the job to serve the people. That doesn't make them God over the people. So Larry, wake up, man. Nigga, please.
Things are getting better for Nigeria. Things are getting better. For Asiwaju is on the throne. Things are getting better. Things are getting better. Things are getting better. Mr. President, things are getting better. Hey, I said, things are getting better for Nigeria. For Nigeria is on the way. Progressive government. Things are getting better. Asiwaju, congratulations.
Nuisance, Lily.
So that's Isaac sending a message to Larry. Right. This is where we're going to now draw the curtain. So thank you very much, everyone, for your time. And yeah, it's been an interesting night. You know, tried my best. Okay. So again, please remember to kind of like, share, and yeah, if you haven't done that already, it will help to bridge this long sort of like YouTube algorithm and nonsense, right? And to the rest of you, the rest of us, those who are asking how, you know, they could reach out and support Mayegun. You know, you've got my buy me a coffee link. I don't know if I put it out there. I'll try and put it there. Now, if you check the description of the broadcast itself, you will see the link to my PayPal as well. You can use that. And if you live in the UK, that you prefer just bank to bank and all that, then you can use Diaspora Radio International with Exemplar Bank. It's an online bank. So in case if it doesn't match, don't worry. It will still get to me. Now, to everyone else, I want to say a big thank you to you. To all of you, rather. I'll see you later tomorrow. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay. And you also have a very wonderful night. It's a good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun Diary political. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹ́gbẹ́. gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun dayare na ibi number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ o làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun dayare na ibi number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Mayegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bóyá. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.